Hello, and welcome to the third of 4 videos that help improve your understanding of cloud computing and provide you with a basic understanding of cloud computing. This series of videos stems from work between the New York State Board of Elections and the Center for Technology and Government at the University of Albany for the purpose of building technical knowledge and capabilities of New York State's election officials. This third video continues to define key terms of cloud computing and explains the concept of software as a service. Let's recall that software as a service, or SaaS, is a way of delivering applications over the internet as a service. If you remember from video 2, in SaaS, as compared to on-premise applications, the vendor manages the servers, storage, platform, and application. Why should you consider SaaS versus the way you have always done it? SaaS is hosted by a third-party provider and provided as a service over the internet, usually for a monthly subscription fee. After some initial configuration, such as setting up authorized users, SaaS is typically ready to use and run from a user's web browser, which allows you to skip any additional downloads or application installations. With SaaS, the cloud vendor manages the data, servers, and storage. Instead of installing and maintaining on-premise software, you access it via the internet, freeing up your organization from both complex software and hardware management. So let's compare SaaS to your on-premise software. With on-premise software, your employees are responsible for everything related to the running of the software. That means purchasing the network infrastructure, providing the power to the data center, owning servers, software, and more. Once a license for the software is purchased from the vendor, the software is installed on your servers. Employees need to maintain this to keep it running, secure, and up to date. Let's dive deeper into advantages and disadvantages of on-premise software versus SaaS. First, a significant advantage of on-premise software is data control. Because the data is stored locally on your premises, you have full control over it and the security technology and practices that you apply to protect your data. Sensitive data does not need to leave your organization. A second advantage of on-premise applications results from the local storage of data. If network problems occur and the connection to your internet is interrupted, your employees can still access the data, such as voter registration information. Now let's discuss disadvantages of on-premise software applications. The first disadvantage of on-premise software is its impact on your workforce. It requires employees who can maintain the software and have skills to deploy security updates. Employees must install updates, create backups, and maintain the programs themselves, and this can take up significant time of your IT staff. Disaster recovery takes time, money, and effort to maintain. Because on-premise software runs on each computer, your computers must meet recommended hardware requirements. This can be expensive, especially with complex programs. If you have new employees and need to add computers, it's more difficult to add users and devices. It requires extra work for your IT department in setting up and maintaining new hardware to support your on-premise software. SaaS has many advantages. Since the software does not run on your office's own hardware, the first advantage of SaaS software is that on-premise hardware requirements are significantly lower. In addition, maintenance of the hardware and software is also carried out automatically by the cloud provider. Software updates are installed automatically. These advantages significantly reduce the workload for your IT department. Second, cloud software also has financial advantages. In addition to less upfront hardware costs, SaaS is usually a subscription-based model, and many SaaS providers offer flexible payment methods, such as pay-as-you-go or pay-as-you-use models. This can provide more transparent and predictable budgets. Third, cloud software is easy to scale, and it is usually possible to order additional or fewer licenses at short notice. Additional licenses enable you to quickly add users to your voter registration and elections management software. SaaS can handle more users on the systems, such as a spike in voter registrations and a spike in data. Lastly, cloud software is very secure. Companies have very secure infrastructure consisting of highly secure data centers which run software. Their physical and digital security often is much more robust than in local government. What are some disadvantages to SaaS? One potential challenge is managing cloud vendors and new contractual obligations. This may require different skills for your IT department. A concern also can be around the long-term viability of a cloud software provider. If your cloud provider ceases operations, your office will need to look for a new cloud software application provider. Management of cloud providers can tie up time and resources. Working with cloud software is also dependent on internet connectivity. The disadvantage of this is if the internet connection in your office is unstable or even breaks down, it will not be possible to continue working with cloud applications until internet connections are restored. Also, data protection is probably one of the biggest disadvantages of SaaS. Your data must be passed on to the cloud provider over the internet when you're using SaaS, and that means the secure internet connections are critical, as are additional cybersecurity protections against unauthorized access to your data. At the same time, continuous security updates and patches are an essential part of software as a service. For example, security event monitoring and response would no longer be a tactical responsibility of the counties if you use a cloud offering. This concludes video 3, in which we have covered advantages and disadvantages of on-premise software as compared to SaaS. I invite you to watch video 4, which further discusses SaaS in the specific context of voter registration and elections management.